games, brains, and a head-banging life here. Happy holidays. It is the Christmas time, and we want to do 10 things we love about Christmas and snow-themed games, levels, and segments. Yes, it is a long-winded title, but that is because it is not possible to do 10 things we love and hate about Christmas games because there aren't enough of them, or snow levels specifically. So we thought we'd combine it all together and see how that turns out, basically. As always, we'll have 10 things we hate as well. You can check that back and watch that video at a later date. But right now, it's 10 things we love about the white stuff and Christmas time. I'd imagine we will double up on a couple of these for sure. In fact, I'd be very surprised if the first couple, well, I'm going to let Damon go first. If the very first one he says isn't one I have already. What is it?
It's obvious. It's got to be Shenmue. It's got to be.
Shenmue at Christmas time, yeah?
Like I said, when we do our bad, I've also got Shenmue in the bad, but only because of I had to scrape and scamp. But
okay.
I mean, it's Shenmue and it's snowing and it's just such a it's so beautiful. Listening to the sound of him running, and you can hear the snow crunching in the ground. It sounds so realistic. You know, it's such a beautiful game with beautiful snow.
Obviously, of course I have it. Shenmue at Christmas, or Shenmue in December, the cold winter months when it starts to snow. I still will forever remember the time it went when I first saw snow in Shenmue. And I came out and it was snowing and it blew my mind. It still is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in a game. And then to watch the town, or you'd wake up in the morning, it had snowed already, and you'd go to the town and, you know, you'd walk down through Debris and it'd be snowy and frosty and all that. You go into town and it's got that kind of grey, slushy look to it. Yeah. And then if you stayed out late, you'd also see sort of the Christmas lights. In some shops, you'd get Christmas music playing, and you'd always have that drunk Santa.
I was waiting for that.
Staggering down the fucking street. Yeah, Shenmue at Christmas. It's what, when I think of Christmas stuff and gaming, that's what I think of.
Excuse me. Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So, of course, we doubled up. Let's see if you've got another one I have.
Okay, I mean, I've got quite a few, which is going back in, but I've gone for Banjo.
What?
You know, I mean, obviously, the one Pacific level, you know, I can't remember what it's called now, but...
Freezery Peak.
Freezery Peak, that's a Freezery Peak. You know, it's a beautiful level. Beautiful music. It's proper Christmassy. The big snowman taking presents, and it's a brilliant level.
Yep, and he's done it again. Freezery Peak, Banjo-Kazooie, one of the best levels of Banjo-Kazooie, and has a Christmas feel too. Certain jingos, you've got to get there. Jingos are the little creatures. Jingos involve like leading the lights to the Christmas tree, flying into the snowman, the giant snowman, and so on. Freezery Peak is a lovely, lovely level of Banjo-Kazooie that really nails a festive feel about it. But I also want to give a shout out, even though it's not one of mine, I want to give a shout out to the other level, which is the winter portion of Click Clock Wood.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so did I. It's not one of my 10, but I'm just when you said it about Banjo-Kazooie, it just flew in my head. It was like, oh yeah, we've got to say Click Clock Wood, which is one of the best levels anyway with the 4 seasons. But when you hit winter and you've got the snow piles and how it transforms it, absolutely wonderful. once again, we do double up. So what's your next one? Let's see if we can get one that's different.
I reckon you won't have this one because this one here, literally, I was just looking at my games and I thought, oh yeah, that's what's now. Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Okay, you're right. I don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's Command and Conquer, and it's got you're in a snow level. You know, it adds a little bit of difference to the game. You know, I mean, it's not very realistic, obviously not, because it's a.
It's Red Alert.
But it's, you know, but hey, it's got snow in it, so that counts.
Yeah, we were always going to struggle to come up with 10 here, so I will give you that. And actually, there is a good thing as well. I can't remember, but I'm 99% sure there is no snow levels in the original Command & Conquer. It's all obviously desert style in the southern hemisphere for Nod, and then it's Europe and the northern hemisphere for GDI. But there's no specific snow level. In fact, GDI takes place throughout all of Europe, and Nod takes place in Africa.
Africa,
yeah. So there you go. So you are right. Nice variety and change there. Right, I'm sticking to another obvious one here, but we talked about it. Go back and check our flashback last year. But if there is one game, sort of game, demo that is Christmas through and through, it is, of course, Christmas Nights into Dreams. So obviously Nights was released in the Sega Saturn, a very cool game, very imaginative and all that. And then over the Christmas period, they re-released they released a two levels and one boss Christmas themed thing where it was the same levels and the same boss, but they turned it all Christmassy with Christmas music and all of that. And it also included the unlockable Sonic. We could play as Sonic in it and stuff like that. And so we did a flashback on it last year. Go check that out. So I won't go into too much detail here, but it does embody the Christmas spirit. It was also, I always remember, Christmas Nights was given free with Sega Saturn magazine in Japan, but not here. Yeah. Did you have it?
Of course.
Of course. Do you have anything to add?
Just like you said, no, I mean, the Christmas. I mean, Nights was a good game, you know, but it wasn't a great game. It was an okay game. But the Christmas part really, really changed it. You know, I mean, the music, and it was just very pretty and beautiful, you know.
Absolutely. And it's one of those, because it had a HD release on the Xbox 360, that you can play these days and still enjoy and not feel like it's dated. Right, one you definitely won't have. I'm now going to talk about the game Little Inferno. Do you know of this?
Never heard of it.
No, well, this is one of my all-time favorite games, and it is a mobile game. It is called Little Inferno. So, obviously, check out the site. You'll see reviews and stuff like that. Little Inferno is a mobile game where the idea is you are a character that you never see until the end, sitting in front of a fireplace, and the concept is to burn items, buy items from a catalog, and then put your finger on them and burn them in the fireplace. There are ones that can be combined to unlock bonuses and all that. And it's really simple. And the idea is that it's freezing cold outside. Now, I'm going to delve into spoilers here. So if you don't want to be spoiled about what happens in Little Inferno, skip on. So as you go on, you receive letters from the person that made Little Inferno, and then you start to receive letters from your next door neighbor. And it's all very silly, innocent stuff. She's called sugar lumps and stuff like that. And it's all kitschy and cool. And every so often you'll get reports from their weatherman who talks about how cold it is outside all the time and how it's been snowing for so long. And for the first hour, you'll just be like, this is kind of fun. The fire looks great and the whole thing. And then something happens. And it is one of those moments that I stopped and went, oh my fucking God, this game has a story. And you will receive a letter from Sugar Lumps, who talks about staring into the fire for ages and wishing she could go up the chimney to become ash. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck's happening? And then you realize there's actually a story here. And the culmination of this game into what you will end up doing, which involves blowing up your own fucking house, ending up in the freezing cold outside, and then discovering that the world is effectively ending because of an ice age. It is gobsmackingly good. Honestly, I recommend anyone play Little Inferno. It's one of my all-time favorite games. It has got one of the most beautiful soundtracks, and it will just make you cry. And if you're watching this and you think, I'm going to play it, please listen to this word of advice. Do not burn your free hug coupon. Keep it until the end, just for the little extra thing it gives you by doing that. And that's all I'll say about keeping the free hug coupon. But yes, Little Inferno. When I think of winter, I think of Little Inferno. There you go. Your turn.
I've gone for I've gone for Fable.
Oh my God! What a great! Oh, I'm pissed off. I've missed that.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I was playing it yesterday, literally Fable 2, and I mean, already a beautiful game, but I mean, Fable with snow. I mean, it's graphically, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's just a great game.
Oh, absolutely. That's a great shout. Fable already looks really pretty. But the snow period and the Christmas kind of period that you get in those games, what an excellent one. I didn't even think of that. In fact, though, you have triggered a memory in my head that I'm now going to use and swap out one of my crap ones. Bully. The Christmas period of Bully. Where it's Christmas themed, you get a lot of snow, you get to do snowball fights. Bully, when I think of Christmas themed parts of games, segments, as we said in the title, I think of Bully. Bully's a great game in itself. Of course it is. Well deserving of a sequel these days. But yeah, when I think of Bully, I tend to think of your man, what's his name? Jimmy Hopkins in the Christmas sweater, Yeah.
Those punks scooped my cheese cup and ran away. Time for some payback. Not bad. I want to see some tears. Yeah! Nice. You got him! Okay, good! Keep it up!
I actually had Bully written down on my list, but then I took it off because I couldn't remember a lot about the Christmas part.
Oh.
So I swapped out for a pretty obvious one. We've done a review on the film Max Payne. You know,
Really? Okay.
you know, I mean, it's not really Christmassy, I guess, but it's obviously it's snowing, it's dark, it's sort of could tie into Christmas time, depressing time, snow, dark. You know.
I know what you're getting for. You're clutching at straws, but I know what you're getting for. The game is very much. If you were to ask what time was this set, and I can't remember if it gets specified in the game, but if it isn't specified, you would say, well, that's probably fucking December or January.
Yeah.
The snow. It very much feels like that time of the year. It really, really does. Okay. Great snow-based level. Cool Mountain from Super Mario 64. Probably one of the most memorable levels of Super Mario 64. A lot of slide. It's got that big slide inside. The penguins, which are on another list for a reason. But yeah, Cool Mountain. Great snow level.
You mean picking the penguins up and throwing it off the edge?
I never did that. I never ever did that. People are weird.
I've gone for Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
You know, again, you know, beautiful game, snowing, and the snow makes it look even better. You know.
Yeah. I didn't even consider Assassin's Creed. Which Assassin's Creed?
It's like Assassin's Creed 4, and then Black Flag, and then Rogue.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, all right, yeah, all right, I'll let you have these. All right, I mean, my next one isn't much better, but probably the best snow level of any Sonic game, Sonic 3 Ice Cap Zone. Wonderful looking. The twinkly ice look, the Christmassy music they decided to include in it. It's also one of the more enjoyable levels because it's quite fast-paced and not that difficult. It's got a little snowboarding section. You know, it's a good level, basically. When you think of snow-based Sonic levels, that's not one that's one that I think people always think of, even though it's from the game that most people don't think of, Sonic 3.
Well, yeah, because I can't even think of that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I'll be surprised if you don't have this one, but Animal Crossing. You know, I mean, it's already a great game, a brilliant game. But then obviously when at Christmas time, lights, snow, you know, adds to it perfectly.
Yeah, you're right. I do have it. Yeah, Animal Crossing in December. Of course, it's all about the snow and Christmassy feel, including taking part in present day. The new Animal Crossing, currently on the Nintendo Switch. It is December. I'm looking forward to taking part in present day on that, basically. But yeah, Animal Crossing in December. You're right. Of course I have it. You're up. We doubled up.
Well, I've got two left, and this one is a bit clashing of swords, but Final Fantasy 7.
Okay.
Where you're snowboarding down a cloud.
All right. Okay.
It's also in the other list. Yeah, it's Final Fantasy and it's snow, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I know the section you're talking about. It will appear on a different list. What have I got? I have two more, so it's gonna be. I have a choice of three. I'm trying to decide which one I drop because I included Bully. Let's do this. Snow. This is what this is about. So this isn't Christmassy, but when I played Star Wars Battlefront, on the Xbox One and got to play the multiplayer and went in there into Hoth, which is obviously a completely snow planet. And you're running around in the snow, in the dunes, and you're shooting people Star Wars style. Someone gets hold of a fucking AT-AT, and then they're running, that's roaming around as well. Someone's shooting fucking past you on speeders. That level is the best Star Wars battle level. Yeah.
And my last one, again, it's probably clashing the straws a bit, but it's Crash Bandicoot.
Ah, good choice.
The snow levels, you know, not really Christmassy, but it's ice and snow.
We were always going to be struggling at this stage. So, yep, absolutely. And last but not least for me then, I sat down, I thought, when I think of snow and games, what comes to mind? And this one came up in my head several times. I was like, nah, you can't put that. It's lazy. Don't put that. It's lazy. And then eventually I was like, nope, running out of ideas here. Let me put it in. And it is Shadow Moses from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, okay.
So when you obviously first exit the lift and you arrive outside Shadow Moses in the compound area, it's snowing. It's snowing. Everyone's wrapped up in the white. I mean, it's snowing throughout the entire fucking game. It's not even just there. It's not even just specifically the start of Shadow Moses. It can be any part. The battle with Sniper Wolf, amongst the snow dunes, the cave with the wolves, all these different things that, you know, make Metal Gear Solid's snowy atmosphere feel very cold. Yeah.
Well, leaves the footprints. I know. If you leave footprints, the guards can follow it.
That's it. Little touches like that were so fucking cool back in the day. Man, I'm so impressed. But there you go. There's our 10 things we love about Christmas and snow-themed games, levels, and segments. Check back the 10 things we hate. And let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Go to Patreon and help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?